changes.
What's up, Wastelanders? Boys and girls, prepare to be astounded, bedazzled, and otherwise stupefied.
You talk a lot. Sound funny when you talk like a stupid human.
I am online once again. Tremble, world, before my electric heating coil of doom.
What's up, Wastelanders? Hello and welcome to another episode of Tapes from the Wastes, a Fallout fan podcast bringing you Fallout discussion, gameplay talk. I'm struggling to talk at the start already. Lore discussion, news discussion, and all things Fallout. I'm obviously a bit rusty. I'm a bit rusty on the intro because, yes, it has been a little while since our previous episode. I do apologise for that. If you are a regular listener to the show, you will remember that I think I mentioned it on the previous episode, I did say that there's some stuff going on in life right now for me. So it's kind of put a bit of a dent in content creation. And then the summer holidays have arrived. You know, school's out here in the UK. My son's off school. And with everything that's going on, with school holidays and having to juggle work and juggle a family member who is unwell and, you know, entertaining my son and everything, summer has I've kind of been taking the summer off podcasting. I've done a couple of things here and there, but all of my shows, Tapes from the Wastes, Gears Intel, and Gaming Aroma, have all kind of taken a bit of a 2-month hiatus. I've done some stuff for First Aid Spray and some stuff for A Winner Is You, which I do guest on sometimes. And if you follow me on Twitter, you'll see me sharing that stuff. But I just wanted to apologise that there has been a distinct lack of tapes content, but we are still here. Stuff is still happening. Fallout is still here. Fallout is still awesome. And thankfully, Eric has taken it upon himself to record some stuff for an episode today, which I think is very important. He has been sampling the fantastic fan mod Fallout London, and Eric's on hand today to give some thoughts about Fallout London and also talk about the upcoming Season 18 in Fallout 76. Eric's going to kind of take the lead today, but I wanted to jump in here for the intro and just tell everybody, say sorry for the lack of episode, but summer's coming to an end now and kind of normality is sort of returning a little bit, at least with the summer holiday part and, you know, the routine of the kid going back to school. So I'm able to kind of plot out what's going on and get the routine back to doing some podcasting episodes. So, which I do want to do. And, you know, the new season will get me back into Fallout 76. So we'll have plenty to say about that. But yes, I hope you're all well. I hope you're all enjoying your Fallout wandering. By all means, let us know if you're playing Fallout London. I'm assuming that everybody listening to this knows what Fallout London is, right? For those who may not know, I've got the website here. Just to give a little primer before Eric gives his thoughts. I thought I had the website here. Here it is. So I'm just going to read the blurb from their website. So Fallout London is an ambitious, trailblazing DLC-sized mod for Fallout 4, Bethesda Game Studios' 2015 post-apocalyptic RPG. Fallout London stands apart from its contemporaries and offers an entirely new experience, setting a Fallout game outside of the United States. True to its moniker, Fallout London takes place in London, from stuffy parliamentary aristocrats to a resurrection of the Knights of the Round Table, to an uncompromising cult of revolutionaries and more. Fallout London embodies the history and aesthetics of London and puts an unmistakably nuclear spin on the beloved city. So it's a mod, but it's a huge mod, and it's been in the works for a very long time now. And now I will say that it's something that I've followed and been interested in, but I'm unable to get massively invested in it because it's a PC mod. And I have no way to play this. So I would love to play it. I just don't have a PC. My work computer is a Mac, which is kind of like begrudgingly, because I would prefer to have a PC. So yeah, I've just got Xbox console, and that's where I play Fallout. But I've been kind of living vicariously through other content creators posting their stuff online about it. And of course, Eric's been playing it, and we haven't really had a big chat about it, but he has been playing it a lot, and we spoke to each other kind of behind the scenes and said it'd be great to get your thoughts out. So that's what he's done today. Fallout London is created by Team Folon, and according to their website, just so I don't mess this up, Team Folon is a group of hobbyists, industry professionals, modders, and game enthusiasts who have come together from all corners of the globe to breathe life into the post-apocalyptic streets of London. Our team includes talented modders, writers, 3D artists, voice actors, and many more creative individuals. We share a common love for the Fallout series and are committed to delivering an unforgettable gaming experience. So yeah, that's the team, and that's what Fallout London is. I'm sure if you're listening to this podcast, you're versed enough in Fallout that you are aware of it, or you've sort of at least heard of it. But yes, if you've been playing it, let us know what you think. Would love to know. I think on these podcasts now on Spotify, you can just submit, your comments and stuff, which I quite like. It's like an easy way for you to feedback to us. And let's be honest, Twitter is terrible. I don't know if any of you are still on social media or on Twitter, but that website is dire. So please do engage with us through other means. And I'm just opening the back end of back end of our podcast comments. We've had some new comments. These are just from a while ago from our Fallout TV reaction. I've just seen, thank you to Baliano, who gave a comment on our TV show reaction part 1. Fully agree about Rappaport, can't stand him. Because I think I said one of my main criticisms about the show was Michael Rappaport. I thought it was a terrible casting decision. So yeah, that was a little while ago now. But yes, you can engage with us through Spotify comments now. If you listen there, we are available elsewhere too. If you are on Twitter, please do tweet us, but yeah, I've been using that less and less. So that's it. I'm not going to ramble on too much because I don't have much to say. For me personally, I am a little bit out of the loop. As I said, I've been taking a break from content creation, and I haven't really played any Fallout in the last couple of months. I have been playing various other games. Just quickly, Kunitsugami, one of my games of the year, Mafia Definitive Edition, and more recently, very importantly, I have been playing lots and lots of Starfield. I'm very, very excited about Shattered Space. I've gone back to Starfield. We're going to be talking more about that on Starfield Sandwich, but anybody out there who likes Starfield, do come and listen to Starfield Sandwich. That has been on a hiatus until the update arrives. It's not a podcast that me and Eric do all the time. It's just our space to talk really in depth about Starfield, and I cannot wait for this update, because I'm just in love with that game. I'm enamored with Starfield. It's, more to say on that in future. But yes, as today, Eric's going to talk about Fallout London and talk about the new season in Fallout 76. So I'm going to hand over to him, and I'll be back at the end to say goodbye.
All right, you guys. So today I'm going to be giving you my brief spoiler-free experiences, I guess you could say, with Fallout London, and then also give a bit of a look ahead to the next update with Fallout 76. So let's go ahead and talk about Fallout London. So, long story short, I freaking love it. It is amazing. It takes aspects from so many different Fallout games, and the mechanics are all Fallout 4. At its core, it is a huge mod for Fallout 4. And it's just as big. Like there's so much to this game. Because it is a game. It's a mod, but in a way, it's also a game. Like it's a game-sized mod. It's huge, and I still haven't. I've spent so many hours playing this so far. I think I'm almost to 48 hours. Collectively. I had to start another character, but we'll get into that. But Yeah, I've spent well over a day. I think I've spent like at least a day and a half as far as what my save file says. And there's still so much more to it. But it's mind blowing, and there's so many new mechanics and textures that they've introduced into it that aren't in Fallout 4. For starters, there's no vault tech in the UK. Well, that was pretty much exclusively an American company, so there's no vaults, there's no Pip-Boy, there's no Vault Boy, things like that. They've replaced everything with, there was a Robco collaboration or something like that. Like, you have what's essentially a tablet with a holotape port, and it's called an Attaboy. So you have the Attaboy instead of the Vault Boy, and it's all new animations, everything. It's really cool. So I'll briefly go over the general story, at least as far as what I've seen so far. So you wake up in a lab. You are the test subject, and you've got a couple of doctors who are kind of discussing your situation. And funny enough, these two guys were voiced by two older Doctor Who's, the 6th and 7th Doctors, respectively. And then the lab gets attacked, and you break out, and you escape, and you grab your Attaboy and get going. And once you're out, you meet up with a group of civilians. They're part of a group known as the Vagabonds. There's several different factions in this game. It's really cool. And the Vagabonds kind of point you on the path to curing 2 different conditions that you have. So, yeah, that is the gist. You follow along, you interact with these factions, and a lot of them have their own quest lines. And, yeah, so I've explored a lot. I've seen a lot of locations in Fallout London. I've posted a ton of pictures. I've posted pictures of the Eye, the Shard. I think I posted pictures of the Shard. Tower Bridge. I don't know if I've posted any pictures of London Bridge. I've posted pictures of Trafalgar Square. I've never been to the UK. I would love to at some point meet up with, of course, Kelsey and some other people there. But unfortunately, I haven't been able to at some point, hopefully, maybe. But yeah, there's so many people in the Fallout community that were involved in this. A lot of them were UK based. There's some pretty cool voice actors that are in this, but also my friend Charles Miami did some of the artwork for it. All of the beer coasters that kind of work like bobbleheads. There's, I believe, 30 total, but also some of the posters, instead of James Bond, it's 005. And there's some 005 posters that you can find that she did. I recognized her artwork immediately. So cool. And also, 005 can show up as the mysterious stranger if you took that perk. I did, and it's always fun seeing him pop up. Also, there are NPC versions of some of these people that you can find. Some of them were at the Prilla dog food factory, which the dog food does have an addictive component to it. You can become addicted to dog food. And apparently there's a quest line that investigates that. I haven't done that yet. But, yeah, in the Prilla Dog Factory, there are several NPC versions of some of these people in the community. I've posted pictures of that. You can also find Jessica Starr as an NPC in Fallout London. I have not found her yet, but I have an idea of where to look. So I'm sure I'll find her soon, and I'll probably post a picture once I do. As with any Fallout game, there are also several companions that you can take. The first one that I took is this English bulldog named Churchill, of course. And there's several. There's a child named Archie that you can take on. I also have this dapper ghoul named Mountbatten that I'm currently running around with. It's kind of funny. With his name being Mountbatten, I was actually wondering if he's related to Prince Philip in some way. I don't know. I haven't unlocked his companion quest yet. There's also a treasure hunter named Kira that unfortunately I wasn't able to take at the time because I had to do Archie's personal quest and I kind of got locked into that, and she since moved to another location that I haven't unlocked yet. I need to get up there and do that. But for the time being, I've been enjoying Mountbatten's company. Who doesn't love a sarcastic ghoul, right? But that's really as far as I'm going to get with the story. I will kind of get into some of my challenges now that I have had with it. So first off, they say that you can play this through either Good Old Games or Steam. I will tell you from personal experience that it is much better to just get the Good Old Games version. The Steam version, number one, you need to have the Game of the Year edition. I did not have the Game of the Year edition with Steam. I had the original release that I got shortly after it came out and then picked up the Season Pass. But with this specifically, you do need the Game of the Year edition for it to work. Also, with Steam, you need to download a downgrader so it can run properly, because apparently it doesn't work well with the current version of the game. So I said, hell with this, I'm just going to get the Good Old Games version. And that also includes the downgrader. So I installed the Good Old Games version of Fallout 4 Game of the Year, and then downloaded the Fallout London mod. And it ran fine for the most part. So I played through getting through the lab and escaping the shard, because I believe that's where you come out of the lab in. You're in the shard once you exit the lab. I should mention at this point you hop on a train and take it away from where you're at. And I had a bit of a bug here. Apparently there is a well-known issue where you hop on the metro and it crashes. The game, not the... the train crashes, but the game itself will crash incessantly. I think that's since been fixed with the update. But I myself had a very different issue here. So I hopped on the metro and the doors close and it moves a little bit and then nothing. The doors wouldn't open. I couldn't get out. I was effectively stuck in the train. So I reloaded and it worked fine. And I get up to the point where I interact with the vagabonds. I'm doing some of their earlier quests, and then I get incessant crashing. And I reloaded an older save and played a little bit and crashed. And it was nonstop crashing. So this was before the update that had buff out innately in the files. So I was talking to some people in the ASA podcasting Discord, and Jessica Starr, God bless her, posted a lot of tips for helping the crashing. So I installed buff out and some of the other, one of the other mods that she suggested, and went through and changed the settings for some of the things that to her recommendations, and that helped a lot. So thank you so much, Jess. You're amazing. But then I started having some other crashing issues around, what the hell is that area called? Bromley? Yeah, Bromley. And I was kind of talking to her about it again, and she recommended some other settings for me, and not to mention how to modify the plugins file. I did a lot of manual mod downloading and integration like 10 plus years ago, before I really dealt with the Nexus Mod Manager. So I'd kind of forgot everything that I knew back then. But yeah, she walked me through all that and gave me some other tips. And it has been, it's been so much better as far as the crashing goes. It's still not perfect. Like, there are still some areas that are a lot more crashy than others, specifically on the map. Like, there's an area on the map not too far from where the Vagabond bar is, where there's a do-it-yourself hardware store. I got a lot of crashing there, really unstable. I think it fixed the mill wall area issues that I was having, so that's good. I was able to run around Millwall without any issues. Westminster is a little choppy, but I haven't had any crashing there yet, but hopefully it'll stay that way. But yeah, Jessica Starr has been a lifesaver when it comes to this. Like, she's just been the best and has been doing so much to help not just me, but a lot of people with the stability issues. Other than that, I'm struggling to think of any other bugs that I've encountered. I can't really think of any off the top of my head, which it's kind of remarkable. I know they've put 5 years into this at least. So, yeah, hats off to you guys. Hats off to the London team. It's been awesome, and I can't wait to play more. And I am sure that I'm going to have several other characters that I'm going to go through. And I'm sure this won't be the last time I talk about Fallout London on the show here. So, if you've been keeping up with Fallout 76 at all, you know that we are just about to have a huge update to the game. So, this is the MILEPOST ZERO update. And it's got a lot of stuff in it. There was a video that was shown at Gamescom, and this is creative director Jonathan Rush, who gave us a lot of details about the MILEPOST ZERO update. So we are going to be able to have our own caravan system, which is pretty exciting. So let's get into this a little bit. So it looks like we will be able to escort caravans along Skyline Drive for the Blue Ridge Caravan Company. We can have our own caravan outpost. So we earn a caravan outpost by completing a new quest line. And we can upgrade the decor, place specialized vendors, name the caravan Brahmin, and upgrade personal caravans. Also in this update is the best builds system. So it's kind of an expansion to the camp mechanic, and it allows players to submit their camps, which can be upvoted by other players. And upvoted camps will become featured camps across several servers. So this is kind of interesting. I'm not exactly sure how this will work, because what this means is that even when the player logs off, their camp will be there. So, that's cool, but I can also see that, or I can also think that this is going to kind of clutter the map a little bit. And if you have a camp in that spot, that means that you won't be able to place your camp there. I don't know. We'll see how this works out. But I definitely have some concerns. Like, it's cool. Like, how many times have you gone to a camp that while you're there, the player logs off? And if you're over a cliff, that's kind of dangerous. But at the same time, yeah, it's like that was one of the great things that they did when they introduced separate camp slots. Like, I remember a time when we only had one camp slot, And if somebody has your spot, you can't be on that server. You have to find another server, or you have to move your camp. And that is a pain in the ass. So that just, yeah. You're either going to have to bring another camp up or find another server. I don't know. Like I said, we'll see how this plays out, but I definitely have my concerns. Also in this update is an extension to the legendary crafting system. So if you ever look at your legendary armor and weapons, you'll see that there's 5 stars there. But we've only been able to upgrade our stuff to 3 stars. That changes with this update. Now, we're not going to get the 5th slot unlocked, but we will have the 4th slot unlocked. And also, they're getting rid of legendary cores. So what this means is that we're going to be able to learn the plans learn the mods for these legendary effects, and there's no more guesswork when it comes to, or not guesswork, but lottery essentially, randomizer when it comes to what effect you get when you upgrade your legendary weapons and armor. We can now pick and choose which effects we want to have. That is awesome. I can't tell you, I spent forever, and not to mention, I don't know how many legendary cores and script and all that crap, trying to get a full set of unyielding Secret Service armor. So now there's no more guesswork when it comes to that. So thank you, Bethesda. It's been a long time coming, and I am so glad that it's going to be here in just a few days as I'm recording this. So along with this update comes Season 18. So Season 18 is going to be called MILEPOST ZERO Country Road. And the rewards have been data mined. Nuka Knights always is good about finding that stuff out. I'm not going to really go into that because, spoilers. But just know that there's a lot of outfits, a lot of... there's a build set, there's some weapons and armor skins, kind of the normal stuff that you would find. I forgot to mention that instead of the legendary cores, there's now legendary particles. That kind of looks like it's going to be on the scoreboard. We'll see. A lot of camp items, a lot of just the usual stuff that you would kind of expect to see. So, yeah, that comes out as I'm recording this coming Tuesday, November the 3rd. So, anyway, that really is going to be it for me today. I'm going to turn this back over to Kelsey. I'm sure we will have a new episode out for you guys pretty soon, and I will see you all in the wasteland.
Thanks as always to my illustrious co-host, Eric, aka Sulio. He is, of course, as I say all the time, our anchor within the Fallout community. Eric plays Fallout 76 all the time. He plays Fallout all the time. He plays it a lot more than me. We're both massive fans, but I feel like, I'm still... he's keeping the credibility of the show in check by keeping his foot firmly in the ground when it comes to playing Fallout. So yeah. We are going to be back soon for another episode. It's not going to be 2 months. As I've said earlier, the routine is coming back. There's lots to say about Fallout. And this new season, that's giving us our excuse to really get things going. And I've had a bit of I've taken the last couple of months to, I was going to say soul search, but that sounds much deeper than what I'm trying to say. Just have a think about some podcasting and the way I do stuff. And I'm feeling rejuvenated now, despite everything that's been going on. So, yeah, thanks as always to everybody that listens to us. Thanks to the new listeners. If you're new to Fallout, feel free to start from the beginning, go back through our library of episodes, have a look, see what you find. Maybe if you found us through the TV show, have a listen to our reactions to the TV show. If you haven't yet, those 2 episodes we're both really proud of, because we absolutely love the TV show. So we got really in depth about it in those episodes. And yeah, there's going to be, Fallout's not stopping, as we've touched on in previous episodes. There's a shift, I think, at Xbox and Microsoft to pump more Fallout out there, and the updates keep on coming. And I kind of lied earlier when I said I haven't been playing any Fallout. That's not true. I have been playing Fallout Shelter still on my phone. And I know I touched on that not long ago, maybe on the previous episode, that I've been getting my Fallout fix in Fallout Shelter. That game is still incredible. So yeah, shout out to Fallout Shelter. But yes, thanks as always for listening. If you do enjoy what you hear, please subscribe. Please give us a rating. As I said, engage with us. Send us some comments. We're really kicking things off again now as the summer wraps up. We'll move back into winter, into spooky season. My favourite time of the year. Lots of Fallout to talk about. And yeah, I'm going to stop my rambling. Thanks as always for listening. Stay safe out there, Wanderers.